everyone, welcome to this week's challenge of the week, which is all about the core, so working those real deep muscles. And this challenge of the week is just going to be in a 4-point kneeling position or a tabletop position, so just on our hands and our knees. So you can do this easily at the end of a run, maybe if you're in a field or a park somewhere. You don't have to have a comfy mat to lie down and do this, or in your house anywhere. So give it a go this week a couple of times and let me know how you get on. So what we're going to do is it's about 4.5 minutes of work, nice and quick, and we are going through a few different exercises, one into the other, So let's get going. All right, so what's really important is that we set ourselves up properly in this kind of tabletop position. So the knees need to be underneath your hips and the wrists need to be directly underneath your shoulders here. You can do some of these movements on your fists or on your forearms as well, if this is too much into the wrists. And just making sure, particularly for the first movement here, that we're not in a flat back. We've kind of got our tailbone sticking out behind us. We've got this little gap, this little dip in our lower back here, really drawing up from the abdominals, and the head is kind of in a neutral position. So try not to have the neck dropped or lifting up too much when we're in this 4-point kneeling position, and we're going to go into some plank work and side plank work. So give those wrists a little rotation and let's get going. Here we go. So I'm going to start my timer. So we've got 30 seconds of work with no rest in between. So we're going to come to 4-point kneeling, tuck the toes underneath you, lift the knees off the floor and draw the navel up towards the tummy, towards the spine. Breathing in and breathing out. So you've got 30 seconds of this. If halfway you need to pop the knees down and then rejoin, that's fine. Bend into the elbows a little bit here as well and just keep breathing in and breathing out. From there, we're going to just simply take the toes back, one, then the other, drawing the tummy up. We're going to hold a plank for 30 seconds. So feel free on this one to come down onto your forearms if that is more comfortable for you, onto the wrists there. So breathing in, breathing out. You can adapt this and pop your knees down and lift your feet up here as well if holding this plank here is a bit too much. From here, we're going to rotate and draw all the way up and hold this position here. I'm on the edge of my mat, so I'm wobbling at the end. But lift up and the hips, draw into the navel. And again, if you wish to be on your forearm here, then be on your forearms. I've not placed myself very well on my mat. You don't have to have the feet stacked. You can kind of be here. That's fine. Breathing in, breathing out. Come back to your neutral plank here, your middle plank. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember to come onto your forearms if you need to, or draw those knees down and lift the feet up. Keep the hips high. 10 seconds, breathing in, breathing out. Just going to shift forward a little bit for the side twist. So turning onto the other side, you can either stack those feet or have one in front of the other. Push the opposite arm down, lifting up, breathing in, breathing out, pushing that arm away into the mat. Keep the hips high, feel the work in the obliques here. Keep going, 5 seconds. Rotate those wrists. Coming back to your mid plank. Okay, come off of those wrists if you need to, onto those forearms, no problem there at all. Breathing in, draw the navel up, long in that head, don't drop the neck. Keep breathing, 12 seconds. 5 seconds. And then we're finishing into that last core exercise. So tuck the toes, lift the knees. Breathing in, breathing out. Make sure the bottom's sticking out behind you. Don't tuck the bottom in. Pop the knees down, have a little break in between if you need to. If you're okay to stay up there, then brilliant, stay up there. Otherwise, there's no harm in just taking the knees down and popping them up. 3, 2, 1. Pop the knees, widen the knees a little bit and have a stretch and rotate into those wrists. And just take a breath in and out. And then slowly restack into the spine and rolling up, and you're all done. So give those wrists a shake, do that again, or have a look at it and then give it a go. And do come onto those forearms if you need to, and take any of those adaptations by taking your knees down or coming in and out of those movements a few times if you need to. So fire up that core, give it a go a few times this week. Good luck, let me know how you get on.